Hey guys, I'm going to continue my tour of my Miscellaneous drawing album on my Facebook page, my art page. All links will be in the description below. So most of these drawings, and in part 1, are, for the beginning, will be for my community college. Then the last 3 is when I start university. Most drawings are assignments as well. So with that said, I think it's time for us to begin. So like I said, this was a assignment. I got 2 forest pictures and I drew them. The focus for this was shadows, light, and just to make a good drawing. We used many techniques like masking. Masking is you mask off an area of the paper with tape before you draw, and then while you're drawing the main focus, you basically take off the tape and then work with it more. So this is Elegant. This is 2016. And like I said, again, focus on the shadows there at the bottom, the nice tree branch. This class was mainly a beginning class. So he was just getting us used to free-forming and just going with it. And just being free to make a unique work. And then we get to a forest. I know. It's just a quick name. So I did just title it a forest because it is. Anyways, the second portion we do with addition and subtraction. Basically with the charcoal dry media by placing powder charcoal or charcoal onto the paper, and then these white lines are achieved by erasing and making the line itself with the eraser, so it relieves the white lines. Great emphasis in the middle here of whatever this thing is. I don't really know, I just wanted to make a good emphasis spot. So this is pretty much a simple explanation of these 2 assignments and artworks I created. This next piece is titled Death Mask, and because this next 2 assignments we had pictures of Death Mask, we were to not completely do the details, just some of the detail to have good form. Again, using the masking technique, the top of the face here. Once you take it off, work with the empty space so it's not completely white. Freedom of expression of lines, using lines as well, and working with them. And so again, this is a death mask, which is basically a cast of someone's face that have died. So I just titled it Death Mask. So for the beginning of this class, beginning couple weeks, we just focused on charcoal. And then the next couple of weeks, we focused on conté crayon. And this was all before part 1. So in part 1, we start using more color techniques after the conté crayon stuff. So this conté crayon is a reddish, brownish dry media. It will always be that because of oxidation and whatnot. Science. So this is a buoyant death. Again, it's another death mask I had that with my working with it, because I masked the face off first, the shape of the face. I just focused on the background, did random, not random, but I added a highlighted glow of white around the face. Then when I took the tape off, I worked with it more and got the face in. So I used the same technique for the other one as well. The next conté crayon this is, I believe, blooming. So we got flowers, and again using the same technique of masking the shape of the flower, doing the background first, doing the stem first, taking off the mask, and then adding the details of the flower with line work and shading and stuff like that. So, kind of the same story as the death mask, just working as I went, placing highlights where I thought they would be nice to be added. So since we are working with flowers, I just titled this Flower. I do not know the type. I did the same technique of taping, masking, doing the background first, taking off the tape, then working with it more. And so once I took the tape off, I added deep lines to have an extra oomph to the artwork. And like the other ones, not much to say for this. Masking, same technique, same abstraction of line, quick line work. This was titled Freeway because it was a freeway, basically a highway, a road, and we just did a road. So this is in 2017. This is the shift from community to university level. I'm basically taking techniques I learned from beginning and putting it into this one as well. This assignment was one of my favorites, as well as the last one. This is basically the university level drawing class had nothing but still life set up. So, this is titled Still Life of a Skull. The objective was to make a window, focus on the inside for detail and realism, and the outside remain by itself, basic. As I was working with it, I basically just kept doing detail. I just kept doing detail on the outside of the window. The professor came around and eventually caught me and told me to erase everything. So in a way, working with erasing the charcoal off of the work left an impression that just made it work or seem better to me. And then for the top horn in the window still coming out, I added detail as well. So this next piece basically is collage mixed with drawing. I had an old print making assignment I glued onto it, as well as magazine parts. So this is a still life of vessels. It's personal because we made our own still life. So I had grabbed a Sprite bottle because I love Sprite. Then I grabbed a old ceramic piece I made in a different class. Made a setup of 4 to 5 objects. And so here's the finished work. I like to use coffee in some of my drawings as well. So the bottle in this is actually coffee stained. So saving best for last. This was one of my favorite assignments and style of art. So before this assignment, this is light on a still life. So before this assignment was assigned, we did a frottage assignment, which is rubbing to get texture. So rubbing paper on objects to have uneven surfaces. Taking that into this assignment, the assignment was assigned a Kandinsky style abstract modern art. Kandinsky was a pioneer of this style of art. He taught it in the Bauhaus movement, which is around World War II era. I fixed myself there. Basically, I don't want to go into the history of that, but the style is take a still life, break it down into small, basic shapes. Oftentimes, he would take those shapes and make line diagrams and use that to make the lines in his work. I just did what I learned in the beginning class I took in community, and you see these erasing marks and whatnot. So I was tired of still life at this point, So I did something unique, and I took the light stand from a still life. So this light stand is in front or in back of lining up the still life. So there's a wall with nothing on it, except for a poster. And then the still life at the bottom left is what element I took from the still life I was looking at. And so, again, once I had all the light done, the objects done, the background needed to be done, I didn't want to leave it plain. So I used the frottage we learned and took the textures I remembered I liked and did the textures for it. So, all in all, this was one of my favorite pieces. If you're still with me at this point, I want to thank you for watching part 1 and part 2. I had a lot more to say, so this is going to be a longer video. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment. And subscribe. Subscribing really helps the channel. And see you guys in the next video.